The starter might be a bit weak, but apparently it should still work. So I'm just going to track the wires back, and this is what I found. Let's check if there's anything going through there, but yeah, this is all been chopped, changed, bypassed. This loom is a mess. I'm gonna take the battery out of my cub and put it in this. The original battery, deader than a doornail of course, but it's 5 amp hours. Now this is the my one out of the C90, and it is 4.7 amp hours, so only 0.3 difference. Motorbat, I recommend. Always get a Motorbat. Best one that money can buy. The battery in. Oh, I really thought that nothing would happen. Oh my goodness. Not all of the wires have gone to total crap. How do I? Okay. Okay, well the flash... So... something at the back here has come undone. So one of these... So that's not too bad. So one indicator works. The lights work. Let's go left. Yep, we can turn left. Can't turn right. That's cool. Horn. Ow. Okay. Cancel the indicator. High beam lights, and then this is high beam, low beam. Sick. What's that? Passing lights. That's flashing. Right. Yeah, cool. It's cool. Turn the light off. That's neat. So, I've been tracking back all this stuff. I've wired all that together. Temporary job maybe for now. Because that's all been cut up. Contacts on that up now, so... right, let's try again. There is connection to the coil, so that wire works there. So let's track it back further, I guess. Okay, literally one eternity later, I have ripped out everything. I have checked every single connector. I have tracked back every single cable using a multimeter. I was literally doing my nutting. I've checked the CDI units thing. I've rewired all that temporarily, so just ignore that for now. I've done literally everything, and the only thing that I could think that was the problem was this. Perhaps the kill switch is faulty. So I took out the headlight, and let's get some light on in here. This thing in here is an absolute mess. There's speaker connectors, there's all sorts of horrible gubbins in there, and that is how it was all wired together. So I disconnected the kill switch along with everything else, because screw it, something is going wrong in here and all this needs to be redone. And as soon as I did that, kicked it, it sparked straight away. Oh my goodness, it's taken me days to find this. Try again. soon as you apply throttle, it dies. As soon as throttle apply, it dies. Right, so now it starts. I guess it's time to get serious. But it runs, and I was so shocked that it actually started up when it did. I was just kind of like, oh, let's put some petrol in and just see what happens, you know? And it fired up very quickly, and the idle was on full. I didn't even have the camera set up when I did the first initial start. That's how shocking it was when it actually sprung to life. So yeah, loads of adjustments need to be done, need to rewire everything slowly and stuff. But now as lockdown lifts and stuff, will I be doing project bikes anymore? I mean, you know, I might be back at work soon. See what happens. And now it's, well, it's, maybe I'll be back at work, maybe I won't, who knows when that will be. Maybe we'll be allowed to go on trips and stuff, but now it's like, it's supposed to be our summer. It's supposed to be time to go on holiday and stuff like that. And maybe we can do that soon, so the bike builds will slow down massively now. And it's not just this bike I've been building, I've also done a load of work on my BMW. Oh, right, I have spent a good section of this lockdown. Put new rubber on. Didn't do this in any of this video, I wish I kind of had, to be honest, because I have my other caliper was done, so I had to buy a second-hand caliper. I've refurbished the caliper, look at that, lovely new pins, new clips, new retaining stuff, springs, pistons. I've got a new pads in there as well, and what a pain everything was. I'm going to have to go let that clean up. That's the ABS sensor, and I had to reverse bleed it because I had to also change. I also changed the master cylinder because this one was this bit was fine, but I bought another one and it's off a different bike. Just ignore that, that's from where I've been bleeding. That's not leaking, don't worry about that. This is actually off a different bike. This is not the same part. I don't think I have it here actually, but this one was basically had it as well. I thought, okay, well, let's get a second hand. I got a second hand one of these, which is in much better condition than my one, so I popped that on. It's not the exact same, but it fits, because BMW ones are all kind of similar, so they can be sort of interchanged. Even though it's not for it, it is like this tube is just like that much shorter, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to bleed the system again, but I had to reverse bleed it. And the way I did that was, I made this, I think I got this, it's a 300mm hypodermic needle. and then I put a zip tie around it to keep it secure. So I took this, attached it to the bleed nipple at the top here, took this end bit off, filled that with brake fluid, pumped it through, and yeah, reverse bled the system. This is, I think, a 300mm. I don't know, because it is you know, all that's wiped off. But yeah, it just now I can bleed it normally. So I will bleed the brakes again later with a fresh bottle of bleed stuff. But yeah, this bike's now fully serviced and ready to go on a trip. Instantly, all my trips have been cancelled this year, so I'm probably not going to be putting this on the road this year. Yeah, it's a shame. I'm going to give it a clean though. I'm going to give it a clean now that I've got it all back together. But yeah, I've serviced the entire bike now, ready for a trip for this year. But I don't think it's going to happen. So next year, I think I will bleed the brakes again just before I go on a trip next year and change the oil, and that will be it. I don't need to do anything else. All the filters have been changed. Everything's been done. I'm going to rebuild the toolkit because this is this bag. I'm going to find a new bag, similar sort of size, so it can go under the seat again. Rebuild the toolkit. Yeah, clean it up and put it back together. As you saw from that clip there, yeah, I've been doing loads of stuff on the BMW. Completely redone that rear brake and fully serviced the whole thing. Everything's done now, and now the bike won't be on the road this year. It will just be there off the road for this year, I think, in the garage. Sorry if this has been a very short series, this bike, getting it out and running. It took me hours and hours to find that blimmin' electrical fault, and all it was this faulty thing. As soon as I de-wired the whole thing, took that out of the circuit, it started sparking. So okay, just put it in. Didn't even have the camera plugged in, camera on. Didn't even have the camera on when I kicked it. I put some petrol in, kicked it. I was so shocked they actually fired up. So it's done. It's working. And now it's just a case of tidying all this wiring up and making sure everything's stable. I'm gonna have to resolder a load of these things because I had to literally break apart all the plastic clips that I cut them all off. A lot of the plastic. Where are they? They would have been somewhere. But all the little plastic bits that you clip together, I cut them most off and just wired the connections together in the end because it was just, they were so corroded inside, and some of the connectors were. But yeah, overall, it was just that, after cleaning all the connections and stuff. I spent a good day cleaning all the connectors, and then a good day again finding the electrical fault, reading the wiring diagram, going through all that. I didn't record any of that, really, because it was just, what, you just want to see me time-lapse with the, no, it's just voltmeter, and me smashing my head up against the wall. Luckily, these are plastic, so they didn't actually hurt too bad, but still, proper stress that was, but it's done, it runs. Now I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm going to keep it for now, but I could sell it, but I'm going to keep it for now. That means I've got, out of the 8 bikes I own, 7 of them work. Only the C200 does not work. The other Honda C90 I've got doesn't work. There is still the odd video series about that, me doing bits up on that. But that is a really slow burn, and this could be another slow burn. But a lot of these parts are still available, so it's not hard for me to get these bits for this bike, and Honda made a lot of these parts that fit on their other Hondas that will fit on this. So yeah, I could bring this back to, I could restore it back to its original condition, or, you know, a more tidy condition. I would like to take everything up the frame, and I just want to check down there. There's I think the usual rot in the usual places down below. But other than that, I think it's okay. It seems pretty solid. The tank's in good condition, and yeah, I could just ship it all down, paint it all, put it back together. It could be a very slow burn project. And I think that's what it's going to be as we're allowed to go away and we're allowed to go on trips and stuff like that now. So this will probably just end up being a very slow burn project, and maybe you'll see a video once in a blue moon-ish of updates about this as we get to ride more and stuff. And if I go back to work, then, you know, back to work, back to doing more riding, back to doing all this, less time to edit, less time to film, less time to work on bikes. So we'll see what happens. But you know, for your winter project, maybe I'll come back to this in the winter. Maybe I'll try to enjoy the rest of summer. I've got this bike here. I technically I never finished that green Cub, that green Honda C50. I never technically finished it. I mean, it's finished, it runs, but there's all the snagging issues to go through on that. The carburetor isn't properly tuned yet on that. I'm still not sure about the fuel, if the the fuel line is feeding properly. So yeah, I need to take that back out. But at the moment we can't get, well, MOT shops and stuff have just opened really. But I can't warrant me putting another bike on the road at the moment. I've got a load of bikes on the road. I don't need to have any more. So that's in the garage. That's all just left there for now. And I'll come back to that one later. I just need some snagging and stuff to get it to where it should be, and then ride it and see what falls off. I haven't done that bit yet. So yeah, I've been riding this PC50 every now and then just to get it running, and I found the little problems here with that and stuff like that. But yeah, this one and how it runs, I'll come back to it later on, probably. But you know, I will post the update here and then if I ever do anything on it. But yeah, that's what I've spent the lockdown period doing, all these bikes. So, time well spent, I think. What do I do with this? Anyway, sorry this video's gone on for long enough. Thanks for watching, thanks for enjoying the build series. Hope these videos have kept you entertained over lockdown. They've kept me entertained more than you probably. I've been spending my days in the shed, and then your day by the computer editing these videos. So yeah, okay. Ciao.